What is up, y'all? This is Steven with Team FOE PPG, and we're back again with another baby deck profile. This time with the amazing nerf to our boy Planet Tuffle. I'm so happy about it, as you can tell. Said leader was dead. Leader's fine. You just have to completely change how you play the game. I went 6-2 in the Webcam event on Saturday. CoreTCG, about 128 people. I lost to Xeno Gogeta going second. He had 3 Gokus out before my turn 2, pretty much a wash, and to a Soul Striker where I didn't find my win con at all. I had 5 cards left in the deck, and 2 of the cards I needed were in there. It happened, best of 1. Overall, a good day. I had fun. I learned a lot. There's a lot of changes I need to make from this deck list, but we'll talk about that as we go through. Leaders, simple. Place this card when you play them. Swing, draw a card. Backside, same thing. Swing, draw a card. Top 3, put a blue counter in your hand. Bottom of card. Tuffle's not as important to the deck anymore, but it does facilitate some plays. You're going to be playing probably some more blockers in the future that you can get off the board. Finding a kill con now is almost impossible, but we'll talk about that as we go through the deck. Just move baby over here. We got the SCR, Baby Hatch. One of the main reasons to play blue. This card is insane. Stops the turn. Everyone knows what it does. Discard a card. Counters. Rest of the turn they can't attack. 40k beater, which turns off Tuffle. Hilariously enough, it's actually very annoying because you can't just combo it off. But it is a 40k beater. If that comes up, clear some board. Let's get into the floodgates. We have 4 Sun Gohan Baby's minion and 4 Oceanus. Shinron negative energy explosion. Okay. So, this is the best card in the deck now, next to Big Bang. This card is it's super snapped. I don't know anyone. I've heard people talk that and say this card's not good. This card is insane. Buy this card. I don't understand. I have 5 Baby Hatches in the deck, especially with the route that my deck's going now, which it is a mill deck now. Spoilers. You tap 2 for it. Comes out. You discard a card, generally a draw ape. And for the rest of the turn, if they attack, they have to mill 4 cards, and it's also a blocker. So for the first swing, if they can't remove it, you're free mill 4 cards, and then you're playing baby, so you have plenty of negates if they keep trying to push. It's the same concept with Gohan, where it comes down for 2. If you have no battle cards, it comes down for 2, and they have to bottom a card from their hand. But the way that I'm playing the deck now, the hand count's not as relevant. Every deck I played today was, especially like the blue decks, I can't control their hand because I can't pressure them enough for their life. So they're sitting there with like 12 cards in their hand and like, okay, bottom a card, and at that point it's rough because I can't even pressure back. They just keep drawing back up. So Gohan might get cut. Y'all can turn the video off if you want. I mean, I'm gonna top with it without playing Gohan. So say what you say. We got the extra card negates. We got 4 D-Magic, 4 Big Bang. This is gonna. The number on these are going to change. Not the number on these, but I'm going to be running more extra card negates, I believe. We have 4 Big Bangs. Big Bang, one of the only reasons to play Baby, out as well as the top 3 on the backside. Those are really the only 2 reasons. If you're going to play Baby, that's the only 2 reasons now to play Baby. Otherwise, play something else because it's a headache. You got pay 1, same as Dimension Magic, untap 2, except you draw a card with Big Bang. Solid extra card negates. Okay, let's get into some counterplays. We got 2 God Sailing. I think I'll go up on this number as well because I'm going to be switching to other unisons. But God Sailing is free if you have a unison in play. Anything without deflect, put it back in their hand. It's really good. Got 2 Baby Saiyan Power Absorbed. This is my max power slot, kind of. Does pretty much the same thing, except puts it back in their hand. But it's free with the lack of energy, I would say, I guess. You want to spend less energy on your turn now. You can't play the Omnis and whatnot because it puts a battle card out. But this does both. You put it on the bottom of your deck. It puts something higher than energy back in their hand. So like Demigra, they're going to have to pay 2 again for it, which is fine. You're not going to have battle cards out for them to kill with Demigra anyways. So it's not a big deal. And it's free from your hand. That's the biggest thing, is that you don't have to pay the energy for it. Got 1 Jiren, figured I'd see a lot of Turning the Tides today, which it won me one of the games. Generally, you just sit there and you talk them up the whole time, especially in best of one. They don't expect you to be mainboarding it. They should be, but they don't. And then in best of 3, I still mainboard it, and it comes up more than you would think. You talk them up, like, oh damn, you're going into turn 7, blah 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 blah, and then you act all sad. They slam Android, you're like, that's crazy. I'll draw a card. Then you win. It's pretty good. 1 ape. Probably, I don't know how I feel about ape now with the changes. I don't think I really had a chance to use it. I don't even know what I would really use it on. It's pretty much a 5 removal for barrier now, but with the way the deck's going, I don't think that's even necessary. Very rarely am I using it to push through, because every deck I played, unless they were taking their own life, was way too high on life. You can only swing leader and swing Boo Unison so much and be like 20. Like, you don't have common power in the deck. Speaking of, we got 4 Vegeta supers. Don't know. I tried this because the idea of the deck was trying to find the combo package, but I think I might go back to 2 and 2 Zeno. I'm thinking about it. I don't know. It's bottom card, draw 2, classic. Don't know what to say about that, really. Super combos. Got 1 Piccolo because, Gogeta. Should have ran more because the 1 lost. It would have really helped if I had 2 or 3 in the deck. But you pay 1, discard it, and bottom 2, 3 or less on the field. But with not wanting to spend energy on my turn, that's generally why I didn't play it. We have 3 Dripes. This number's going up. I'm playing 4. I'm going to be playing more discard targets. This deck really is going to turn into, like, just Stall City. It already was Stall City, but now it doesn't have a punchback, in my opinion. Some people still want to play it the other way. I don't think it's right. I think you're going to try to resolve an Oceanus or a Ready to Rumble, which I'm going to re-add to the deck because it can block. That's a huge deal. Like, being able to play Oceanus on, like, turn 3, you play Oceanus, discard an ape. If they take the Oceanus challenge, which is wrong, you block with Oceanus. Oceanus dies, you have 1 energy up, you Big Bang back up to 2, and then continue to negate with whatever other negates. I'm going to put Not Even Scratch back in here so I can negate for 1, go to the drop. I can pay 1 on my turn to draw a card. Just on your turn, you need to be spending energy to draw cards, and then on their turn stall. It's where we're at now. Speaking of, more cuts. Senzu Bean. Yes, I played Senzu Bean and Baby. I resolved it like 3 times. Otherwise, it went here. I don't know. It felt weird. It feels so weird. Because I'm resolving Floodgates, and then I'm like, oh, wait, I could Bean here, but they have 27 cards in hand, and I'm going to take this damage anyways, and I'm at 3 life, and I can't, or I'll die. So Senzu Bean did not feel good. I'm most likely taking it out. Maybe I'll sideboard it for Xeno Gogeta. That's the only thing I can think it would even come in handy against. 4 Intersecting Fates to find the combo pieces. This card, Carrick always tries to get me to play it, and then I play it, and then I take it out, and then I play it, and then I take it out. I don't think I like it. We'll have to see. Honestly, you pay 1, you look at the top 2, put a card in your hand, put a card in the bottom, and then you untap 1 in the turn. It seems good. You're cycling through your deck. You're finding the cards you need. Maybe it's just something about me where it's not combo power. It's not on the gate. It feels bad. Like when you draw it, like on turns you can't use it and you draw it, it feels bad. You get it from life when you're getting hit down. You're like, oh man, I just need to negate. It feels bad. I don't know. It's a good card. We have best unison in the game. 1 SR, 3 SPR is very important. Don't forget. I have to say this card's so good. Double strike blocker. 20k comes down on 4 usually, unless you're playing against a monster. Then it comes down on 5 because they love that blue-yellow energy holding up. 0, draw a card, and the start of your opponent's main phase, you untap 1 blue energy. I think it's mono blue energy. Yeah, mono blue energy to active mode. So you can swing with it. Most likely to clear something, even though it's got double strike. Sorry, I got sick. -1, bottom's any battle card. When a battle card swings, just really good. Card is busted. Love seeing that card. Okay, now how do we actually win the game? We go with 4 Friezas, 2 Friezas, 2 Rebirth. This is the package that I'm generally winning the game with now. You've seen it before. It used to be Baby's WinCon before Boo came out, and then we stopped playing it for some reason. I don't really remember why. I guess we just figured we could just stall better with Boo and get to Android turn in the time, and that's why we stopped playing it. But how it works is you pay 4, you have to choose a battle card in your hand with an energy cost of 5 or less and play it, which this is a blue card, or a blue battle card, 5 or less. So you cast Rebirth, you bounce, you do have to bounce something on their side, which I feel like I played this deck forever with this card, these two cards, and never returned anything. I was like, oh wow, can't read my card. Played forever without even noticing that. But yeah, you have to bounce a card, you play a 5-drop, 5-drop comes down, 5-drop does is, it has triple strike, not really relevant honestly, maybe to kill a Unisim, 30k power. When it swings, it neg 30s their whole board, ignoring barrier, which is very important, because a lot of stuff is super annoying. Like yesterday, I was playing yellow Go Tanks, it was his turn 3, he slammed down Absolute Annihilation. Go to my turn 4, I'm like, okay, Rebirth into Frieza, wipe his Bojack, Aegis, and the Annihilator, and it felt so good. Even though I didn't mill him out from that, but I won the game later, not having to deal with the Annihilator. But anyways, when opponent's card is decreased, they mill an extra 2. So what happens is, you sling it, board wipe, they have a full board, hopefully, because we're not running that much removal, we're just trying to stall, and let them build the board. And then you wipe their board, and then mill 2 for every card that gets negged. So generally that's how you're winning the game. You ask some cards in deck, you're like, oh, I got 20. You're like, that's wild. Mill 20, and then game's over. I think I won 4 of my games with my opponent at more than 6 life. And then we have Fu, Shrouded, and Android. It's in the video, so if you're watching still, you might as well turn it off still. I don't know. It's up to you. I'm going to cut both these cards, I think. At no point besides one game where they took their own life down to 2, and I was like, I guess I can Android and win here. At no point do I feel like these cards are going to win the game now for this specific build. If you're trying to still play mid-range, all power to you. But the way I'm going, I'm cutting these cards. They don't win the game for me anymore. All Fu does is buy me a turn. That's what Fu does now. And paying 6 for that, it doesn't feel as good. Turning the Tide resets hands, which I don't want to do. I'm trying to mill you. So yeah, I'm cutting those cards. They're good cards. They win the game, generally. And I'm going to prepare to not get hit by these instead of trying to play it myself. And hopefully people main deck answers, and that matters. But that's it. I'll be making a lot of changes for my Gen Con build, but you get the gist of it. The baby's still fighting, boys. Keep it up.